You may have heard about the company Herbalife that sells diet products through an army of nearly 3 million distributors. It's a huge business that's also created a huge controversy with high-profile supporters.
They ask you to confirm a purchase, re-enter your account information, make a payment. All of it seems pretty normal. But the Attorney General here in Massachusetts tells us that it could be part of the fastest-growing scam in the state.
Are you ready to uncover the truth about multi-level marketing companies, also known as MLMs? Companies like Herbalife, Avon, and Amway are often mischaracterized as pyramid schemes, but today we'll delve into the depths of this controversial topic and reveal the startling reality. Internal documents from Herbalife themselves reveal that they targeted vulnerable populations, exploiting people earning just a few dollars a day with false promises of financial freedom. Perhaps you've been approached by a friend or colleague lured in by the promise of an incredible business opportunity. Or maybe you're part of the staggering 8 of Americans who have been involved with MLMs in their lives. Take the story of James, who spent 2.5 years in Amway. Despite his efforts, he only managed to sponsor one person and ended up losing a staggering $18,000 in the process. The heart of every MLM lies in its convoluted commission structure. The intentionally confusing system ensures that new recruits can't comprehend how they are being exploited. The harsh truth is that most of the money gets funneled to the very top of the program, where a select few flaunt their wealth as proof that the system is working. Even the Federal Trade Commission, after a year-long investigation into Herbalife, the third largest MLM in the world, refused to classify it as a pyramid scheme. The company paid a hefty settlement of $200 million, but the truth remains obscured. So why are MLMs worse than pyramid schemes? Here are 3 dark realities. Reason 1 is all about what actually legally separates them from a fraudulent pyramid scheme. The MLM industry Herbalife, which is one of the most powerful lobbying groups in America and around the world, is the focus here. In 2020, one alone, $810,000 were spent on federal lobbying by just one of hundreds of MLM companies. The legal argument posits that money only changes hands when a product is sold, equating MLM participants to commission salesmen. Unfortunately, it is precisely that product which makes MLM much worse than pyramid schemes. A victim of a pyramid scheme can expect to recover about 90 cents for every dollar they invested, which is a bad investment but not financially crippling. The returns for pyramid schemes remain surprisingly high because early investors are paid out, and when the scheme collapses, a portion of the money can be recovered by authorities and returned to the victims. Even Bernie Madoff's infamous Ponzi scheme, the world's largest, saw most of his investors getting most of their money back after his assets were seized. Though pyramid schemes and MLMs are different, they produce similar results. However, the average return for participants in a multi-level marketing company is only around 30% of their invested capital, as per their own marketing materials. This means that someone joining an MLM company is 3 times more likely to make money compared to entering a fraudulent pyramid scheme. In reality, the actual returns for most people in MLMs are even lower than 30%, and even some of the highest-ranking members struggle financially. The reason for these poor returns lies in the product itself. To legally collect money from everyone involved in the MLM, those at the top need to move a significant amount of products. However, the overhead costs associated with manufacturing and shipping the products, as well as the MLM company's share, siphon money out of the scheme. Additionally, MLM products are often priced well above market competitors, even after the discount given to members, to cover the overhead costs and facilitate bonus payouts. This results in common complaints about the quality of MLM products among former members. MLM companies utilize their members to promote their business, and the main selling point is often the business opportunity itself rather than the products. While companies attempt to provide some legal protection by emphasizing the products, there is little pressure to ensure their quality. With returns 3 times worse than the most infamous corporate fraud in history, the lesson demonstrates why multi-level marketing companies are, in fact, much worse than pyramid schemes. The second reason why MLMs are considered worse than pyramid schemes is that even the fortunes of the high-ranking members within these companies are not derived from the business itself. Instead, the most effective marketing strategy employed by these MLMs revolves around showcasing the luxurious lifestyles of their top members. These displays of opulence are flaunted on social media and prominently featured at company-wide seminars to entice others with the promise of financial freedom and a lavish existence. MLM companies often award members with arbitrary ranks, such as Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and Diamond for Herbalife, to name a few. These ranks are ironically named after executive positions in regular companies, like supervisor, president, chief executive, and founder. Achieving higher ranks comes with additional bonuses and perks, such as free cars, expensive jewelry, and luxury vacations to exotic destinations, which are encouraged to be flaunted as proof of financial success. However, even at the pinnacle of these schemes, many members still struggle financially. Income disclosure statements are required for all MLM companies operating in America, and the largest MLM company reports that the top 1% of their independent business owners make average revenues of $87,422 and median revenues of $56,096. While these numbers may seem above average for entry-level professionals, they only represent revenue, not the overall financial picture. Running an MLM business requires independent business owners to spend substantial amounts on the company's products for personal consumption. They are conditioned to become product of the product, leading to monthly spending that can amount to hundreds of dollars. Additionally, high-ranking members must spend money on material displays of wealth to attract others into the business opportunity. To maintain their ranks, members must also meet certain business volume requirements, often leading them to purchase more products than they can sell, resulting in garage-qualified situations where excessive product accumulates but remains unsold. The income figures disclosed by MLMs only account for top-line revenue and do not factor in various expenses, leaving many top members struggling with financial difficulties. Several cases have been documented where former top representatives from MLM companies found themselves financially destitute after accumulating credit card debt to maintain appearances for those beneath them in the business. Although there are a few individuals within these schemes who do make millions of dollars annually in both revenue and profit, they achieve this not by working the business as intended, but rather by exploiting the system at the expense of everyone else. These top members capitalize on the desire of others to get rich quickly and look up to them as role models and mentors. They take advantage of this by selling overpriced books, seminars, and courses to aspiring members, generating additional revenue with high profit margins. The top members host conferences and events where aspiring members pay substantial fees to attend and listen to speeches given by high-ranking members. Participants are encouraged to purchase books, CDs, and other training materials, which only further adds to the expenses of those already struggling with meager incomes within the scheme. Ultimately, these additional expenses contribute to reducing the overall income of the majority of participants. The third reason why multi-level marketing companies are worse than pyramid schemes is that they intentionally cause more than just financial damage. New recruits are encouraged to exploit their existing network of friends and family members to find potential customers or recruit them as members under their hierarchy. This often leads to the isolation of certain cultural groups that may be less aware of the industry's reputation or are inherently more trusting of their own community. Multi-level marketing companies form multiple segregated networks or pyramids, with charismatic leaders at the top, targeting specific racial and religious groups. They create teams like Mormon teams, Latin American teams, African American teams, and Asian American teams, using cultural customs and pressures unique to each group to sell the business opportunity. Mormons are overrepresented in MLM companies due to their cultural values of women staying home to raise children, creating a need for additional income and making the ML pitch more appealing. Additionally, the strong social network within the Mormon community makes MLS schemes thrive. Migrant communities also become targets for MLMs, as newcomers often seek social connections and ways to earn extra income, which MLMs appear to offer. The MLM business structure heavily relies on social relationships, making it challenging for people to leave the scheme once they realize it's unlikely to be profitable. Members are encouraged to cut off communications with friends or family who don't join the business or buy products, as high-ranking members know that these connections could talk them out of the venture. As a result, people heavily involved in MLMs struggle to maintain friendships outside of their network, becoming socially isolated. Unlike pyramid schemes schemes, which primarily ruin people financially, MLMs inflict both financial damage and damage to personal relationships. Leaving the MLM becomes extremely difficult due to the social pressures and dependence developed on the MLM community. As a bonus, the fourth reason MLMs are worse than pyramid schemes is that they have the potential to subvert democracy or fund harmful side projects. Founders of major MLM companies, such as Amway, have amassed significant wealth and used their influence to befriend presidents and support various projects that can have detrimental consequences. In summary, the harmful effects of MLMs go beyond just financial losses, causing isolation, strained relationships, and the potential to fund damaging ventures. This sets them apart as more insidious than pyramid schemes, which focus primarily on financial deception.